Welcome back to Whiskey and Snowboard. I still don't know what it is we're actually using as stocks here, or what the idea is behind these skis, because they're just kind of a solid whatever. But we're gonna keep on going. I don't remember what time we were out last time, so I think we were out at night, but oh well. What are we gonna do next? I think we have a decent amount of choice actually still, because I have a good few events left to do. Of course, we still also have, what are these things below? We still also have tutorials to do, but I'm gonna wait on those because those are fairly unexciting. If we want to do unexciting things, we can also do tricks. Ooh, penguin slide, that'll be fun. Also, we have trick tutorials already in the tutorial section in ski school, but oh well. We also have events that are just doing different tricks. Snowboarders are really overrepresented this time. Huh. Isn't that racing guy in red usually on skis? But for some reason we also have another event that's just doing tricks as well. I'm not really sure why that is. This is gonna be the fun part. I think that was a wall. Just trying to bump into everyone basically. I have them bump into you. Not take the shortcut here. Well, alternate path, whatever you want to call it. I don't know how I'm gonna pass you up if I can, but I'm gonna try. Nope, not quite. Pretty sure that's considered a loss if you don't get first. Yep. We're in it to win it. Does this look like the face of someone who's willing to get second? This one's a little annoying though, because you're just bumping into everyone. Okay, so it looks like it is faster to actually pump the stocks a few times. Or however that's called. After you start moving. I've never really been too sure, but everyone seems to get ahead of me when they do that. Oh, come on, that's not turning. There we go. Satisfying. I only beat my own time by a couple seconds, I think, if that. Everyone else mostly just did worse. Like a lot worse. Whatever, I'll take it. Unless I just misremembered. Let's keep on going though, since we're kind of on a roll of doing things back to back lately. Viper. So it should involve lots of shortcuts. I'm guessing we can't take the shortcut here though, since everything's usually on a strict route. There's a lot more variety in faces here you can choose from than I was ever aware. Can you not skip the turns here? That looks like you can. Alright, that's the fun part. That's why I like my Viper. Well, you can still do this, so you can still cut the corners pretty hard. And no one else is doing that for some reason. Okay, you can stop. You can crouch now, you're not turning hard enough. It is annoying. I really don't like going down Viper normally, because it's so strangely flat. Turn. Turn more. There we go. Real wide turns. So you just have to keep pushing more and more and more. Isn't all that fun here. Let's turn a little harder. Like here we built up a lot of speed, so it's no big deal. We're on a fairly flat portion. But prior to this, there was no big hill to build up speed with. So it was kind of boring just sitting there. I'm tempted, I know it wouldn't be a good idea in the slightest, but I am so tempted to try to grind on this bridge here. Just for style. Might know I shouldn't. Felt really nice. Not many people watching us here. These long races are pretty fun though, admittedly. I don't remember if any of the tracks get particularly creative or anything like that. Even if they don't, of course, there's also another resort you haven't even gone to, or well, another mountain that we haven't even gone to yet in this playthrough. They'll offer more for us to do. With some new challenges. So there will probably be some more extreme races there for us to have fun with once we get there. I'm thinking we'll probably finish up the resort entirely before we go there. Really, game? I don't know how you're supposed to know if it's gonna do that to you when you're going down a hill. It seems like you just can't go down too steep up the hill because you gain too much vertical speed. Or at the very least, if you do that, you have to never leave the ground, because it's when you're in the air. Because it's the game's weird safe landing mechanic that causes the problems there. Turn more. Turn a little bit more. I know you can still turn more. You're not turning more. There we go. That's what I want to do. Can we make this whole turn at top speed? Or at least while crouching? I think we can. We might not be able to. But it would feel like really cool to do so. Beautiful. That's very satisfying to do. Just making a real big turn. The highest speed you possibly can. So are we going all the way through Hedgehog Woods? I'm curious. I mean, Hedgehog Woods has clearing, so it probably won't be too big of a deal to race through or anything like that. I don't know if it'd be faster to go to the right here or not. I don't know if there are like different types of snow in this game that have different degrees of friction or not. It's like, I don't know if thicker snow that isn't well trodden, which I'm pretty sure is a thing in this game. I don't know if that will slow you down more or not. I still wish I could look behind myself in this game. Something you can really use. And relatively flat ground down, there's not much you can do to keep yourself going, it feels like. Which, I mean, I guess is also varied terrain, so it's good to not have the whole thing be just a steep slope that you can speed down. You need to figure out how to sort of speed on a section like this too. Figure out when to up your stocks, or however one says that, because that's just the phrase I decided to use apparently. Okay, I decided to go down the left here. It's not the ideal path apparently. I'm curious if it would actually be faster to try to hang the left here. But the thing is, I'm not gonna try to. Okay, I wasn't trying to rail slide, but thank you. You're allowed to, at least. Of course, you have the trees to do it for one, but then I also don't know if there's more friction here or not. It'll slow you down. Oh, that was a close call at the end there. And when you restrict which path you can take in Hedgehog, you can actually get a bit more serious in terms of difficulty navigating it quickly. I feared we just go through it kind of normally. No, that's not gonna work. With everything open up, which I guess would being wrong to assume, but I figured we'd at least stay on the clear open path the whole time. Okay. No one else is anywhere near here. What's that A up there? There we go. It wasn't accepting my D-pad input for some reason. So you can just focus on everyone else so I can see whatever this guy's doing the whole time. I'll honestly just have that beat him. But I won't waste time with it. And these are getting longer though, which I guess is the idea. I was looking at the little emu on the top of the hotel up there. It's the name of the hotel. Can't see it from here. East Tower. Okay. Don't really know what to make of that. Boom! Alright. Not a lot left. Might as well finish these up. Yeah, that's a longer one. And really, going through Kangaroo for a race? Alright. Octopus and Kangaroo are not my first ideas for races. I would not be surprised if the next race, number 10, is just down the whole slope. In fact, you could do something like SSX3, not SSX3, like SSX, well, SSX3 kind of did that too, but SSX on tour. Because SSX on tour is a bunch of interconnected areas, and what SSX on tour lets you do, and actually SSX3 does pretty much the exact same thing, but on a smaller scale. You can have a race that's one of the final events in the game is actually a race from the very top of the mountain to the very bottom. And you can take any path you want. There are no restrictions. Are these people, like, swaying from side to side? They're like... What was that sound? Was that someone yelling? They just swerve like drunkards. Try not to accidentally grind anything. Shoot. It doesn't look like you can... It would be funny if you could take that jump through that sign, but I don't think you can. I guess the idea is you just have to dodge everything in Kangaroo, because it'll slow you down. It's kind of an interesting idea now I think about it. I'm not against the idea of racing Kangaroo, but I'm kind of surprised it's such a high level race. At the same time though, having a super long race like that is kind of frustrating, because if you have to do it more than once, if it takes multiple tries, it eats up so much of your time. And of course if you can take as many paths as you want, because there are a bunch of different branching paths, you have no idea which one's faster for one, which makes kind of trial and error. On top of that, you have to deal with the issue of having no idea. No, you can't pick that up. Having no idea where your opponents are. And then because of that... Oh jeez. No, I'm not trying to do that, thank you. And then because of that, you can either lose, well basically completely lose track of your opponent, so they might be way ahead of you, but you having no idea where they actually are. We're trying to turn harder, thank you. Or they might come out in front of you at one point, After a fork in the road without you ever noticing. I lost a lot of speed there. Very nice. You got second. Not the big red guy. Oh well. Alright, I guess I'll end up this episode, and I'll see you guys next episode when we do the last race. Bye, everyone.